Hi, Kenya Power investors. Yesterday, they read their half-year results for the period ending 31st December 2025. I hope you're able to go through the books and understand this company better. And what I would urge you as investors, especially for those companies that you have invested in, it's always good. Anytime there is release of their financial statement, whether it's half-year or annual report, go through their books and understand this company better. And especially if you have invested in a certain share for capital gains, even dividends, to know whether they have declared dividend or not, and for capital gains. Because in my ebook, in the bio, I've explained 3 strategies for those who invest in Nairobi Stock Exchange for capital gains. When you need to sell a share or when you need to exit a share, what you look for. And one of the strategy, for you to execute it, you cannot execute if you're not reading their financial books. So it's always good to read their financial books, understand that company, and know whether it's growing or not. So now for Kenya Power, you can see their profits, their net profits. They have reported a net profit of 10.4 billion. They have declared an interim dividend of 0.30. This is better compared to last year because they gave an interim dividend of 0.20. And if you look down here, the same period, because the financial reports, they compare the same period. So they are comparing with the same period last year. They have here reports for the same period last year. So their profits before tax, they have reported a profit before tax of 14.83 billion compared to last year, which was 14.06. That making a gain of 5.5%. Then the other thing that you need to see here, they have the results. The other results, their sales revenue have increased by 6.9%. Total electricity unit sales have increased by 10.5%. Distribution efficiency by from 76.35 to 77.97, so it's a slight improvement. Then the purchase costs have increased 5.3 billion, and also the total energy purchased has gone up by 8.3%. So these are what you go through and you decide, am I still going to hold this company as one of my portfolio shares, or am I going to exit? And that's why I'm urging you, especially if you are struggling in Nairobi Stock Exchange, what to buy, the shares to buy, when to exit, especially for capital gains investors, even for dividend investors. Grab my ebook. It's explained in details, all this. So back to Kenya Power. So their dividend per share is 0.30, which will be paid on 27th March 2026. And the book closure for the ones who want to benefit from this dividend. If you are here for dividend, the book closure will happen on 23rd February this month. So if the fundamentals for this company, they please you, maybe you can buy. For me, I don't invest in Nairobi, in Kenya Power. For those people who have been here long enough, they know when I give you my experience. Immediately I started buying shares in Nairobi Stock Exchange. Guess what I went for? Kenya Power, because it was the cheapest. By then it was going for 3 bob, and I had 50,000. I bought 10,000 of them at 30,000. Then nikabaki na 20,000. 20,000 I was to go for Mumias. Mumias, I think by then it was 2 bob. I was going for those cheap brands, not knowing that I'm supposed to look at the company's fundamentals. And that's why I'm urging you, especially for those new investors in Nairobi Stock Exchange, please grab my book to avoid making the mistakes that I made then. This share, I stuck with it. I was able to sell it last year. Because Kenya Power is not my thing. Because they are debt. They have a very huge debt. And that's why, despite their shares being undervalued, their debt, it's a negative on my side. But here I can see there is there is a debt reduction and strong cash flow. Maybe that's why they have given a better dividend. So if you're in Kenya Power, you're investing in Kenya Power and your strategy is dividend, or if the fundamentals of this company, they drive you, this is the time. But as I've said, read their books. Every time that you're investing in a share, read their books. They are there in their websites. Sijui kwa nini Kenya Power hajaweka kwa website, but I know they'll upload it. If not in their website, in Nairobi Stock Exchange website. In the dailies like this one, I'm getting it from the Kenyan Times. So read the books, especially for those shares that you have invested in. Thank you.